Yeah,
Yes.
Bruno's father.
For us,
Yeah.
yes. Very good, very good.
Yeah. Do you have a message for Newcastle fans?
Yes, Newcastle. I love you.
That was Bruno Guimaraes' dad. How cool is he? Anyway, it's Newcastle United against Everton this evening. Tough match, but I do expect, with all due respect to Everton, with the form that Newcastle are in, for us to win by probably 2 clear goals, 2-0, 3-1, something like that. Anyway, the premise of tonight's video, Everton fans, a significant minority, I don't know how many, are very unhappy at the state of play with their owner, Farhad Moshiri, and kind of bleating on that they haven't won a trophy for 27 years. I wish we haven't won one for 67, a domestic one anyway. And despite they've spent nearly £600 million on players over the past 5 or 6 years. So there's been some protests in July. Last year they had a walkout after 27 minutes, organised by a group called Campaign 27. So I'm trying to find some of those fans, but to speak to fans, to find out what the crack is, and to ask the question, have Everton fans really got a right to have a gripe, or do they just have a bit of a big chip on their shoulder? Anyway, you can hear them behind me now. I'm going to ask some of those fans and find out. It's coming up. Do some Everton fans have a bit of chip on their shoulder?
No, you'll find that's the Liverpool fans, and it's them now that are spreading the rumours, all this stuff about like Everton fans being unhappy. We love Frank. 600 million, what's that nowadays? Nothing, is it? You know, it doesn't bother us. We're happy fans, always have been.
Certainly ones I've met are happy, yeah. So are you happy with Frank Lampard?
Over the moon with him, I love him. Absolutely top player, and if he can transfer that to to management, got to be happy, haven't you?
And how do you think this evening will go?
I think I might leave now.
There was a perception from the outside that, in light of all the money that's been spent, that a section of Everton fans have just got a bit of a chip on their shoulder. Would you disagree with that?
I don't know. The general feeling this season's been better than obviously the last few seasons. Like the end of last season, you saw the way they got behind the team, and there was a feeling of unity with the new manager. I think Frank Lampard, the things that he comes out and says, he represents the fans and what the club means a bit better than maybe Benitez did, and Allardyce and Koeman and the like. So it's a bit. I wouldn't say they've got a chip on their shoulder now, but we're obviously still not where we want to be. We want to be like top 6 and challenging for trophies. When we're not going to be there this season. We'll be maybe mid-table, which is progress, but I wouldn't say there's a chip on the shoulder now. But obviously, depends. We'll see how the rest of the season goes.
So guys, the question is, do Everton fans have a chip on their shoulder, do you think?
No, we just expect better. It's been a long time since we've had any sort of success, since probably Roberto Martinez when the season finished 5th. But as I say, we've struggled. We've had big names, Carlo Ancelotti, different managers, Koeman. But Lampard, we feel like we're getting the best out of him. And we just hope for better times ahead.
Because some would say from the outside in, your owners have spent nearly 600 million in about 6 years. Couldn't have done any more, really?
No, but we've been giving it to idiots to spend, basically. You give Allardyce £30 million to spend on Cenk Tosun. I mean, what has he done? He's been fucking useless.
So are you in the Campaign 27 group?
I don't disagree with it, but I'm not fully. I didn't do the walkout and stuff like that. I mean, the point they're trying to make is spot on, and I think the club's going in the right direction now. They're asking for more communication with the team, with the fans, from the club, and it is great in that way. But I mean, we need a trophy at the end of the day. That's the main goal.
Do you think Everton fans, not all Everton fans, but a significant minority, just have a bit of a chip on their shoulder?
I think so. They're a bit deluded. A bit deluded like that.
In what way would you think?
Just not there in the head.
That's basically Newcastle fans out the winner. Fucking mad, man.
Do you think they're just expecting too much?
Probably. I think they're going to just spend all that money and
spend all that money and then they're just going to have no money in the bank.
I think mainly it's being the fact that it's been badly managed from the minute that Moshiri's took over. To be honest with you, it's come in as a shining light. Yes, we've got money now, and it's just been what it's been spent on. That's the main problem, I think. All the other clubs, you see them spending millions and millions of pounds just like we have, and yet we were fighting relegation really desperately last year. It's just not right.
Because some would say from the outside looking in, nearly 600 million's been spent in 5 or 6 years. Yeah. What have Everton fans got to complain about?
We wasted too much money on certain places. Obviously, we wasted 50 million on Gylfi Sigurdsson. Look where he is now. I'm not going to say obviously what happened, but obviously, and that happened. Then obviously Yerry Mina, we spent 30 million on him. He's injury prone, so there's no point.
It's
we need
poor
to get him
quality
on.
players. It's too much money for poor quality players. I think it's a lot of. Everton have got loads of money now, so let's charge them over the market price. A bit like Newcastle are going to suffer now that they have got money. Everyone's sorting the Newcastle tax for players. I think we had a bit of that as well, but I think you guys are managing it properly. We just go, we'll pay that.
We don't have the right people to manage the money. We need if we're going to have better players and better quality players, we need to bring people in who know how to manage the money. Instead of just saying, "No, we'll give you 50 million," and he won't play.
Here we go. When we get to Europe, this is what we sing. Well, Jordan, Super Jordan's here. He is our king.
Going Everton fan here. Campaign 27. What's the crack with them?
His name's Esk, and he's an arsehole. He lives in America, and he thinks he fucking runs Everton. He only wants a thing on the board. That's the problem.
So it's not like the majority of Everton fans, it's like just a handful, is it?
No, we're massive. Fucking 1878, that's when you want to get onto. The 27 campaign, that Esk wants to run it, but he doesn't get onto the proper Evertonians.
So, as a proper Evertonian, what do you think about the lack of success?
Shite, but he's wrong. He lives in America. How can he dictate what we do when he lives over there?
Because my question is, from the outside in, have Everton fans got a right to have a gripe, or do you just have a chip on your shoulder?
Ooh, got no chips on our shoulders. We just fucking hate Liverpool.
If you'd like to see more videos like this and be notified the moment I release the next one, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Oh lads, I've got a YouTube channel here. Are you part of this campaign 27? So what do you think about this Everton fans being unhappy with what's going on?
I'm not particularly unhappy. I think the club's in a pretty good space at the moment, and I think if we keep trying to build with Lampard, I think we'll be okay.
So all we hear from the outside is all these protests and Everton fans not being up.
I haven't heard any protests, mate.
Hard question to answer, really. Obviously we got took over a couple of years ago, 5-6 years ago. It's been a difficult time, really. I think everyone had big expectations when Mashiri took over,
everyone's got 5
but it's not really prevailed. I think naturally when you hear about billionaires taking over the club, you expect big things, trophies and that, but it's not really happened. But the bigger picture is, I suppose, we're moving into the new stadium and stuff like that. Just got to hope that the good times are going to come, but realistically, it's tough, isn't it? City, yourselves, money talks really in football. It's going to be hard, but just got to hope. Got a good fan base. We all hope and pray. Got loyal fans. Just got to hope the good times are going to come one day. So we'll see.
So a lot of Everton fans are unhappy with you haven't won a trophy for 27 years. All the money you've spent. How do you feel about it all?
I mean, I don't mind too much. We don't have the best team at the moment, but give it a few years and hopefully Super Frank will carry us through.
Do you support campaign 27 or are you not bothered?
I'm not too bothered, mate. That's it. Are you?
No, not too fussed. Not too fussed.
Can I ask, are you one of these campaign 27 guys? What? Campaign 27?
No comment.
So there you have it, that's what the Everton fans think, and I have to say it from my perspective and my experience, having been chatting to Everton fans tonight and last season, I found you to be spot on, and from the fans I spoke to tonight, the general consensus is that things could be better, but you seem to be happy with Frank Lampard and things are heading in the right direction. Do I think Everton fans have got a chip on their shoulder? Well, I'm going to be honest. That small group of fans, 50, 100 or so, however many it is, this campaign 27, I understand the frustration of not winning trophies for a long time. We haven't won a domestic trophy for 67 years. 27 years is nought. and to spend 500-600 million over the past 6 years and to find yourself just surviving last season and probably being no better than a mid-table team this season, I understand the frustration. But I think those fans, Campaign 27, those are the ones who are protesting, who are walking out of games, the one last season, for example, I think you need to get a sense of perspective, in my opinion. You need to get a grip. I think the small section of Everton fans, you're not reflecting well on the magnificent, fan base that you have. And I think you're troublemakers. You're not doing yourselves any favours and you're not doing your club any favours. But the rest of the Everton fans, spot on. I think you're a great club with a great set of fans. I'll have to say tonight, and I don't mean anything by it, you were really quite quiet. But I put that down to the quality of Newcastle's display. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And catch you next time.